While I'm still online, I was typing a message. I hate it. I'm going to school when I have to type. Sometimes people send me a message, I appreciate it, but if I have to read it and then I have to reply, it's energy using them. It's like they're trying to test my brain if I can write. I'm sorry to the positive buddies that normally want to send me a message. Sometimes when I type with consciousness, so it goes easy. But if you send me a message, if you're sleeping, you're not typing me a message. But if you get a wind to ask a question, I appreciate it. And if you type me a message in my account below and I can see it, I will type also a message in your account. A deal? Just type me a message in the account. Like if I'm not online, I can see it. And then I will click inside your account and I type a message there. So it's the best way for me to communicate with some of you. But I was trying to explain, I was typing a text about the video I say about my son that I left in Sierra Leone. I saw him only one time since I left. I left 1996. He was only 6 years of age. I came to Holland 1997. I have my other son. The year 2000, I went there and I see him again, but I went to the Gambia, not to Sierra Leone. I never went back to Sierra Leone, only the Gambia. I went for 2 weeks. I saw him, but we call, I send money for him. But try to understand, imagine my son was dead 1996. Imagine he was dead. But in this case, he is dead to me the last 15 years. I talked to him on the phone, but it's not the same boy anymore. The 60 years old is not the 20. My son I left was 6, but the one I'm talking to is 20. It's not the same boy. But the body is the same. The body is my flesh. The body is a car. The taxi driver in the car is not my son. If someone say to me, they call me today, Sally, your son is dead, it's because the taxi driver went somewhere to drive for someone else. The age that is inside my body, the body belongs to me. That's why I call the body recognize me as being the mother. But the driver inside the car is not my son. It's the same way the 21 live next door is not my son. But why I say imagine my son was dead, because my video, I'm trying to go against the ones that are trying to fool you that shard medium can talk to dead people. That Derek, the same people from America, the same criminals, they create shard medium to fool the Dutch people. They create Derek to fool Dutch people. And I'm here to tell you that bunch of bullshit. I came to Holland. I left my son. He was 6. But when I came to Holland 1997, I have my son. He was born 13th of February, the same birthday as Michael Jackson, fake son. Because Michael Jackson is not pregnant. And he will never be pregnant till the day the world ends. Now, my son was born 13th of February 1997. So what happened by the time my son in Sierra Leone becomes 7, I have my baby. Now, my son is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. By the time he's 12 years of age, my son is already 5 years of age. The body. You think I left my son in Africa? No. The body came out of me. It's like I eat something in Sierra Leone and I go to the toilet. It sounds bad, but listen to the context. I eat something in Sierra Leone. I have sex in Sierra Leone. I receive the food, which is the sperm. I pop it out in Sierra Leone. And that's that boy. I came to Holland. I eat something in Holland. I have sex in Holland. And I pop the second one. So Understand, if I did not have another child, I miss my son in Africa, then my son is dead. But what happened? The system is smart. They know I left my son in Africa. They know I get pregnant right away when I come. I'm the consciousness. The consciousness is talking, not the body. I get pregnant right away to take back my son, the body, which is trapped in Africa. 6 years later, my son is back here. The ghost that was inside my 6 years old. He was with me. When my son is 6, the other one is already 13. Understand? He was 6. It take 1 year to be pregnant. They say not 9 months. By the time I have the baby is 3 months. My son is already 7. And now my second son I get out. You just can see it's the same boy. I don't have 3 boys. I have 3 dead bodies to capture the age I did not see from my son. I supposed to see him when he was 7. I supposed to see him when he was 8. I supposed to see him when he was 9. I supposed to see him when he was 10. So imagine if he was dead and I get pregnant, I'm watching him again, what I did not get the chance to see. I didn't see it. My mother is watching, because when I was there, my mother was not there. My mother traveled. Now, my grandmother was taking care of me the same way my mother is now taking care of my son. Now, I'm over here to stay here because I'm now split in the middle. I have to stay here for the 4 children I have in Holland. I will never go back to Sierra Leone to stay there. Unless when the situation is changed, I pack my bag, I go back. But where I'm going, the world is just one. They just make studio to control the mind of the people. Now, let's go back to the subject. I supposed to see my son when he's 7. I didn't see it. But when I have my second son, the dead body came out. Only it looks different because it's painted by the Dutch guy. But the Dutch guy that paints my baby to look totally different than my son in Africa lives here. Now, my gene is stronger. So my genes overthrow the Dutch guy, because the Dutch guy is half Belgium and half Dutch. I have the baby here. 7 years later, my son, I can see the 7 years I did not see. The ghost, the one that go inside my son in Africa. I did not see that. It came in my baby. I saw the 7 years. I saw the 8 years. I saw the 9 years. I saw the 10 years. And I saw the 11. And then they take my son away the last 3 years. I did not see. You have to understand, when they take my son 3 years ago, I did not see the 12 years. I did not see the 13. I did not see the 14. I go visit him. It's different when you sleep, when you watch your child sleep in your house, than when you go to visit, when you're only allowed to visit them in the weekend. So, now, they take him away the last 3 years. The same way they take him away the last 15 years. It's the same body. It's the same flesh that give the 3 boys, but they have, you see them as 3. No, they have 3 different ghosts that exist in the one body. Now, I have the other son with me. He's now 5. Next year, he's going to be 6. And then I get my son again that I left in Africa. The ghost that was 6, what I left, is coming to me next year because my son is 5. He's going to be 6. Then I get the chance to see the 6 years. But by 2012, will I see the 7 that I didn't see in Sierra Leone? But I already see the 7 with my other son. I see the 8. I see the 9. I see the 10. Understand? In Africa, I saw the 1st year for my son. I see the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th I saw. The number 7 I didn't see. But I saw the number 7 with my other son. I saw the number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12 I did not see. So all my 3 boys, I don't see the 12 years. I don't see the 13. I don't see the 14. So now I miss that in Sierra Leone. And I miss it in Holland. I can only get that with my son now. The one that is 5. If 2012 is only garbage, I get the chance to see my son, the one that is now 5. I will see the 6, I will see the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 till 20. So understand, the body, when you have 3 boys, is just one. When you have 3 girls, it's just one. You only get the chance to see your daughter, the way she was acting. She already grew up fast and out of the house. When you have the child again, it's the same girl, only it looks different. But the same ghost that was inside of them is coming back. Because it's the same body. They come back to pretend to be the same child they used to be. But because you give them different name, and then they go to different school, and then you're watching the face, you just don't understand. The face is only the picture of the 2 that was having sex. They copy the face of the father, they copy the face of the mother, or they take a little bit from the father and then they create a totally new marks to put on. So you have to understand, when your child is dead, what I say many times, have sex and try to capture the age. If you cannot have sex, ask your sister to have sex and build a baby for you. If the pop star can pay people to pop a child, talk to your family member to do it for you. Ask them, please, can you get pregnant for me? It's too late, I cannot do it. Please get pregnant. It takes only 9 months. Please get pregnant and give me the child that I lost. It's the same family body. Your mother, your sister is one body. Your cousin from the mother side is one body. Let them get pregnant. It's like a present. They give it to you. And then you can capture the ghost that's come in the body and it's gone. But if you go into the graveyard, it is not real. It is not real. You have 3 sons, it's just one. One die. If your son is 20 years of age, your other son is 14, don't worry, 6 years, you're gonna get the 20 years of age what you lost. Because that's why you make the body 3 times. But they're fooling you to say it's 3 different boys. No, it's just one. If you understand, your first son will never be the same age as your second son, but the second son is coming to be the age the first one was. So understand, if I take the pill, I don't get the chance to see my son anymore. The point is, when they're sleeping, it's just in the darkness. But who is coming to be my son? My son now is 5. The character, what he gets, they totally giving me another actor in my house. They let him act like my ex-boyfriend. The boy I have in the house. The 5 years. They're trying to send me. They don't send me the African attitude. They're sending me the Dutch attitude that was inside my ex to say, oh, he is Papa. He acts like Papa. No, that bunch of bullshit. It is all acting. The energy, the age. 5 years old is 5 years. It's 1,000 of them or 1. It doesn't matter. It's just 1 count. They make an extension. If my body become 5, is it real? So when you lost a child, it is very important. Ask your family member to help you to get them back. Or go fight to adopt someone's child that is in an orphanage. Go adopt that child that have the same age as your child. But if you really thinking, most people, they like, it's not my child. Well, your husband is not your husband. He was someone's child. Someone raised him. If you can comfortably live with your husband, why can't you raise someone else's child? Because you're raising that child the same way you will raise your child. When your child grow up, they fall in love with someone else. So why don't you raise someone's child? Because you raise your child, but someone raised the wife that's gonna come to your son or your daughter later. So you raise your son for someone's daughter. They raise their child for you, for your son and your daughter. So the ones we think we're actually raising them for the opposite people that we don't know. You don't know the wife of your son or the husband of your daughter. You only see them later. Someone raised them.